This segment is all about selling your business in today's economy. Welcome to the program. I'm Mark Imperial, and this segment's brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals publish to lead their fields, educate consumers, and to leave a legacy. Joining me on this segment is Sayem Hasan. He's the founder of 786 Accounting and Tax. Sayem, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for inviting me to the show.
Tell us a little bit about your work and specifically, who are the types of clients that you help?
For sure. So we're a CPA firm as well as a certified exit planning advisor firm in the province of Saskatchewan in Canada. And our most important client base is the small clients, small businesses all over Canada, any size really.
Right on. So, as we know, business owners are great at growing their businesses on a daily basis. But when it comes time to selling, how much do they know about that process?
Yeah, it's very interesting that there is actually a term called ugly baby syndrome that it's for every business owner, their business is the best business and the best value, everything attained. But what happens is like when you actually filter it through the practical world and really do an actual valuation to understand how much of it is actually transferable, then it really changes the landscape and their thought process completely.
Is that like one of the biggest, myths or misconceptions people hold around the value of their business? Or what kind of preconceived notions do business owners hold when it comes to selling their business?
Yeah, absolutely. So um, for most business owners, business owners who are not really savvy about business valuation and all the intricacies that goes with it and all the little details, for them, if they have a higher revenue, good net profit, it means their business is very highly valued. It's not necessarily that's true. Most importantly, if the business is not transferable, it means if we take the owner out of the business and the business doesn't hold the same amount of value, then it depreciates significantly. So yeah.
So give us a 10,000-foot view of what it's like to work with an exit planning advisor. What sort of areas of the business can you help business owners prepare for when it comes to selling their business?
Yeah, absolutely. So, as an exit planning advisor and as well as a CPA, we have our trusted partners around us. We have financial advisors, wealth planners, tax specialists, and in special instances, investment bankers or bankers, funding managers. They all work together to get to the final goal for the financial planner or for the small business owner. That's the most important part because at the end of the day, we're all working there to increase their personal net worth statement value.
So when you start working with clients, have you spotted any like big common mistakes that business owners tend to make that could sabotage their success in exiting?
Um, yes, most often clients think that, well, we have created a value, there is a revenue attached to it, so I expect this is what's going to happen. But they don't really realize there's so many other moving factors that go together. And it all ends up with the succession planning as well as successful transition too.
Is there a such thing as a good time and a bad time to sell a business? Like, when's a great time? When's the best time to sell a business? And how long should business owners allow to prepare for that sale?
For sure. The best time to sell the business is like when the business is at the peak performance. Everything is perfect. Like, season's great. Business has a great reputation in the market because that's when you are at the peak of the market, you'll get the highest value. And for the best timing wise, for any normal businesses, at the very minimum, they want 2 years of financials that is strong. So we recommend at least 2 years of very solid planning so that we can get the best foot forward.
Siam, what inspired you to get into this field and help business owners plan for their exits? How did you get started?
Yeah, for sure. So when I had my very first business, I was about to exit and I did not know many other intricacies, like, what the exit planning advisors are capable of, or this tax planning, or my CPA didn't advise of anything. So that's what I learned as I grew myself and learned self-learn. So when I came about, then I wanted to make sure that every small business owner that I help, I want to make sure they get the best value, not just now, but also in the future. Because at the end of the day, when we're working as a small business owner, we are putting a life and soul into this business. For most business owners, this is their retirement check. So I ask one very, very important question to all my clients. What is the single biggest line item on your personal net worth statement? And let's work on fixing it.
Fascinating insight. Sayem, before I ask you my last question, in regards to selling a business and planning for exit in today's economy, is there anything that I didn't think to ask you that you feel is important to share with business owners today?
Yeah, for sure. So most importantly, I think, having a proper plan is very important to really know where do we want to land. It may take 5 years, it may take 1 year. What we really don't want to do is sell business in a rush when there is a medical emergency or a family reason, which might really push us to boundaries that we have to sell the business. Unfortunately, not all the time we can get the best value for the business at that time. So it is important to plan. And even if you don't ever think about exiting your business, think about it this way, that you have created a business, you're working, you have created a great business that's providing for your lifestyle now. But when would you actually retire and enjoy that lifestyle that you created? So that's why it's very imperative to work with financial planners and exit planning advisors, most importantly, so that they can all work towards achieving your financial objective.
Sage advice. And for business owners listening who would love to speak with you, how can they find you, connect with you, and learn more?
Yeah, for sure. So they can reach out to us at www.786accounting.com or via email at info@786cpa.ca or via phone. That is 844-786-272, which is CPA. Thank you, Mark.
This has been terrific. I really appreciate you taking the time to share with my audience today, and I wish you continued success for you and for all of your clients.
Thank you very much, Mark, for inviting me.
That was Sayem Hasan, the founder of 786 Accounting and Tax. And this segment's been brought to you by booksgrowbusiness.com. It's the place where busy professionals publish to educate consumers, lead their fields, and to leave a legacy. That's all for now. I'm Mark Imperial, and thanks for joining me.